She said, and I quote, "I sometimes wonder, and you know I'm asking with respect and love, do you think some of this vitriol would have been averted if the original statement had been Black Lives Matter too? Parentheses, admittingly not as impactful, heart emoji." And I wanted to respond with an encyclopedia of retort written in lightning and expired slave blood, but thought, no, she already has enough stolen Henrietta Lacks in her people's cancer remission, so I will refrain from gifting her even more of our legacy. But what is it? Tell me, what is it about the serpent's apple that you can't accept now that it's baked into your American pie and fed back to you? What is it? What is it that you can't swallow? Is it the hashtag? Does it denote too much? I mean, it is, after all, self-sustaining, right? I mean, when you add a hashtag to a word or phrase, it becomes something that can be recognized or weaponized. So then is the concern with it being followed by black? Because then the word black becomes a projectile. Black gets loaded like ammunition pointed toward a truth you've been hiding in a construct of oblivion for centuries, and the parts left wash over you like burden, like guilt. Or is it the hashtag itself? That it resembles tic-tac-toe, the game of strategy to target and bullet holes, X's and O's. The game is historical anarchy at its best, appearing by name in the 1800s where black bodies were plug and play, where according to the rules, the goal is to be the first to get 3 in a row, like what now comes as a term at the end of 25 years to life. The parallels are crazy, right? The second player, of course, can never win. He can only force a draw at the most. Lord knows what happens when men that look like you are forced to draw at the most. Another set of angel wings are tufted and primed. What is it in this hashtag that grows cracks in justice that morph into gorges? Black Lives Mattering is not a game. It's not a game to satisfy a fragility we've never been afforded ourselves. It cannot be matriculated into 3 extra letters, the last of 2, which resemble bullet holes sitting alongside where 2 bloodlines intersect. You say 2, like syrup crawling off your tongue. Would you send your son into war asking whether he can get a helmet too? Can he be given a gun to protect himself too? No, you would expect it. You'd brandish your entire heritage, family crests and all, to not even have him out there fighting in the first place. Understand our entire bodies are under attack. And I do not know where the names will exist after all the trees have fallen. There are no tombs dug deep enough to outlive this grief. We do not matter in addition to. Black lives will not be othered. Will not be an extra phrase behind being human. Your sanity will not be sanitized by the sake of your sanctuaries. I can remember being at the end of an itchy trigger finger because I looked like the perpetrator too. I remember thinking my mother gonna be made childless too. Was I gonna have a closed casket too? But I thought I made all the right choices too. I moved to this neighborhood to be safe too. These 4 cops staring at me with gunpowder on their breath, ready to abyss my entire being for a momentary glance, were meant to protect and serve me too. My life is not determined by linguistics. I am modeled from the remnants of unsuccessful assassinations thrown at my footsteps daily. So our response will not be short. It will meander and pull from the hull of shipwrecked souls and sit at the edge of your throat every time you think to utter that a black life should be an adverb, that and should be annexed to autopsies, that it should be stuck to the end of your tongue. So matter of fact, Black Lives Matter as a fact, period, end of fucking sentence.